Hi guys, Ron from The Truth About Addiction. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I was going through some paperwork today from a box that I brought out of prison with me. That's all I brought out of prison was a old fruit box with a lot of writing and a lot of letters and, of course, love letters, sad letters, getting dumped letters, letters of fear, letters of happiness, letters of hope. And while I was in prison, I did a course on writing, and this is something I wrote when I was in prison, because years ago they used to talk about the man in the mirror, and all this philosophical stuff. So I'm going to read this to you guys, and be what may, but this is how it was when I was in prison. The mirror. When I look in the mirror, I see my mum, a little older, a little wilder, rougher version, but still I see her inner beauty. If I study those eyes, I can see the painful past, speckled with guilt and a touch of shame. Yet those same eyes can hypnotise and draw you in, maybe even make you fall in love. I know over time they have taught me love, and the depth of my love was only outperformed by my anger of my past. I like the way those eyes can smile, sometimes cheeky, sometimes nasty, but all the time the smile for me. My ears sometimes don't listen. It is as though they are not tuned in correctly. Then other times they are so sharp, so judging. My nose breaks, yet it still smells. Sometimes wishing I wouldn't put it where it didn't belong. Now my mouth. Today it smiles and contorts with laughter. So much nicer than the swearing and the lying. So today the mirror is a friend, and a very old friend who has taken so many years to accept unconditionally, to love honestly. The face in my mirror is now my friend. I wrote that in about 2007, a few years into an 18 years jail sentence, and I was in recovery. And as most people know, I went back to prison at 16 years clean for my involvement in a bungled drug importation. And that I don't talk about that, and I'm not going to talk about that. It's not relevant. It's just a really bad decision I made on it. And that decision cost me a lot. It cost me a marriage, cost me watching a child grow up. But it cost me a lot more than that. It cost me my dignity, my self-worth. And it took a few years in prison of really assessing myself and looking at myself and trying to realise that, is that what I really want? Do I want to be a criminal? Do I want to be an outlaw? Do I want to be, I hate that word gangster. Come on. We're not in America. We're not the mafia. You get a bunch of guys running together and they commit crimes together. They're not gangsters. We're organised crime. There's a big difference between organised crime and gangster. I laugh when they say the word gangster. I know some really, really bad people. In the 67 years I've been on this earth, I've known serial murderers, and I've known some really horrible, callous, brutal people. And they weren't gangsters. They're psychopaths and sociopaths, and just scared little boys acting out on their fears. So. Today gangster to me is somebody who puts bread on the table and puts food in the family house and pays the rent and goes to work and looks after his neighbour, and helps an old lady across the road. So today I'm a gangster. I'll help you across the road. I'll pat you on the back and I'll pick you up, I'll take you for a feed. And I don't want nothing in return, To me, that's gangster. Thanks, guys.